What's up, everybody? We here, man. Another Skol live episode. This episode 4. Could you believe it? We on episode 4 already. We gonna wait
It just seems
let
like
some
4
people
episodes
tap
ago
in.
we started.
I know, right? That's crazy, man. It was just 4 episodes ago. Like, what? Time flies when you're having fun. I'm telling you. Let's see. We'll wait till some people get in here really quick. Let me actually go on my phone and see.
We had a
Good.
huge signing we're going to open with. Huge.
Huge. I mean, huge. We got 4
Gigantic.
people in, man. Appreciate
Big
everybody
news.
joining. Y'all comment. Mick Andrews, we already know you here, man. Good evening. We got
Adam Schefter
huge
breaking
news.
news.
We got huge news. Hold on a minute. We need a
It's Super
couple
Bowl
more
time.
people to come in because this is crazy. Like,
Big Super Bowl signing.
we have to talk
ring.
about this.
Future ring. Oh, he probably actually got one. No, he doesn't. Big signing.
We got huge news in the building. Yo, Skol from Cali. What's up? What's up, man? Appreciate you tapping into the show. You from Cali. That's what's up. Cali in the building. There we go. Turn this down. We got Cali in the building. Man, I used to live in California. Hey, Luis, I used to live in California. Camp Pendleton, Stuart Mesa.
Yeah, let's have a roll call. Man. Where are you from? Where's everybody from?
Yeah, man. I actually lived in California, man. Camp Pendleton. Close to San Diego. So, hey, I wasn't a Vikings fan yet, but I was close. Frank, what's up, Frank? What's up with you, man? Tapping in. You already know.
Where's Frank from? Where you from,
no,
Frank?
where you from, Frank? Where you from, Frank? Where everybody from, man? Y'all let us know where y'all from. Who in here from Minnesota? Rochester, New York. We got New York in the building.
You know, there's a lot of Viking fans because
Frank from Chucktown. He know what's up. Like, oh, you from Chucktown, so you already know what's up. I right here with you. Yeah, that's right, Frank. I think you the one you commented was like, you from South Carolina, ain't it? I'd be like, how'd you know? He's like, yo, accent. Yeah. We got San Francisco in the building.
No kidding, huh?
Got San Francisco in the building. That's what's up. Dang, we got a bunch of people, man. We got a bunch of people in the building. All right. So look, all right, we got enough people. Let's go ahead and let's get this started, right? So we got breaking news. Dave, go ahead and hit them with the breaking news because this is crazy, man. This is like the biggest news all off season.
Huge,
sure. All
gigantic. Albert Wilson.
Oh, hey, one second. Crown. Hey, you from Jersey. I was born in Jersey, man. Asbury Park, you already know. Hey, look, I don't know if you were on the last show when I said that, talking about Philly, but yeah, Jersey is in the building. I got to keep your comment up there. I was born in Asbury Park. My mother from Patterson, New Jersey, so you know what time it is. All right, let's go, Dave. Who do we get?
We got Albert Wilson, wide receiver, apparently free agent, who last wore a Miami jersey, number 2. He's gonna have to change his number. He can't have number 2. I think we
can't have number 2. That's Madison.
Yeah, Madison took number 2, so he can't do that. Yeah. But yeah, a little 5'9" guy, a little speedster. Looks like he catches with his hands, so that's good. Little shifty guy. Maybe he wasn't used that well in Miami because he didn't make a lot of noise. He had a big game. He can back in 2018 against the Bears, where he had half his production, 50 some yards with 2 touchdowns. Go look at that highlights. Doesn't look too bad. That was 2018. And now he's apparently a Minnesota Viking, and just adds depth to that receiver core. Doesn't return a lot of. He's not a big return guy. He's returned punts, but Pro Reference NFL or Pro Football Reference doesn't list him. I think maybe 1 at most a year, so he doesn't return a whole lot. But maybe we'll look at him there. But yeah, Albert Wilson, 5'9". He's built. He's 195 pounds at 5'9". So he's a little stocky guy, but he's quick. Catches with his hands. Another guy to add into the competition for receiver.
Yeah, definitely. And chat, this is what I was asking Dave earlier.
He's the missing piece. He's the
But
missing
look,
piece.
before they asked him, did we get Didi? No, now Luis, Didi worked out today for the Viking. He worked out today. So this is what's kind of like had me. Me and Dave were talking in the lobby before that we entered the show, and I was asking him like, "Yo, what is the sign of this being that we getting another wide receiver? Because we have Ola BC that's coming back, obviously, that's fighting for a spot, plus KJ Osborne, plus we signed Jalen. We drafted Jalen Naylor. So it kind of makes me think like, what's really going on? Like, what's really going on in the wide receiver room, or is it just special teams? Because if I mean, I don't even know, like as of today, one of my predictions was Jalen Naylor was gonna receive the first punt going into the season. But if you don't even think about that, who is our returner at the moment? If you just say that he's not going to be that, being that he's a rookie and we just drafted him, who is the punt returner? KJ Osborne did it for a little while, but I mean, who do you think?
Well, it's the only guy who's probably on the team right now that's returned a punt was probably KJ Osborne, because I don't think any of our other receivers have returned a kick. I mean, Patrick Peterson back in his day was a return guy.
Didn't Adam Thielen receive a couple punts? I know that's out of the question now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's out of the question now, but yeah, he's received punts.
I think that's where he started, right? Receiving a couple punts out there.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for depth, but in college, Naylor returned punts. I think I exaggerated his numbers in the video I did, but I just had bad information. But I seen he has punt return ability, and I think that's what will help him make the team. But but the thing that makes us looking at Dede Westbrook again and pulling in an Albert Wilson is because we can keep 6 veterans on the practice squad now. So if one of these guys
we were going to talk about that.
These guys will take a practice squad paycheck, hoping that an injury happens, and they're just sitting there waiting for other teams to look at them too, because you can pull players off the other practice squad, because they'll either decide to go with the other team for a potential opportunity, or if they prefer the potential of getting off the practice squad and being on the game day roster for the Vikings. So they'll just make that decision. So they would rather be making a paycheck, and they don't get paid terrible money, not veteran minimum money, but it's a paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, it is what it is. But honestly, like Albert Wilson, how do I feel about it? I'm gonna do a video, get more into my opinion and stuff, and drop an actual production video. But I mean, as of now, just to let y'all know, I mean, I'm okay with the signing. I mean, it don't bother me at all. He's, like Dave said, seems like he catches with his hands. Hey, I mean, not bad. I'm pretty sure he was super cheap to bring on the team and just be a piece that we can, hey, maybe he'll be the punt returner and do good at it,
When he had a good quarterback, it looked says Kansas City, so he had 554 yards, but now he's turning 30, so I don't know. But 25 years old, his last year Kansas City, 554 yards receiving on 42 catches. Yeah. I mean, that's good numbers for a number 3 receiver, but this guy looks like a guy that's like a slot receiver, shifty. You can't, he'll slip in a bubble screen because you can't see him behind the tall guys, or so it's a guy. I think it's a guy to add to the roster. Who knows what will happen. Plus I'm sure they'll try him out of returning punts. Preseason, I think they'll have another round of OTAs, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure on that one, but he's just adding another body. And, you might as well have better bodies and drop guys you look like they'll have no chance.
Right.
And this guy's an NFL player, man. The other guys never even saw the field, so.
Yeah, that's true, man. And like I said, I ain't mad at it at all. We got Luis said glad Hicks is out of the North. Yeah, we talked about that, man. He's out of there. Tampa Bay. Hey, I know we
Bradbury's
wanted him. There was a
kryptonite.
lot of Vikings fans. There was a lot of Vikings fans that wanted him. This definitely plays in Bradbury's favor.
Bradbury just got better, guys.
I'm telling you, he just got better. Bradbury just got better, believe it or not. It's crazy.
For 2 games at least.
Like, it's true. That is crazy, man. Like, Bradbury has definitely gotten better. Yeah, so I guess we're going with him. Here you go. Crown say he thinks that we should do running back Chandler. What was it, Ty Chandler or wide receiver? I'm okay with Smith Marset, man. That was my other guy. When I did my prediction, I mean, I said Jalen Naylor, but if not, then yeah, Smith Marset just seems like a guy that can really do that job, I can say.
I had some return kicks, but I don't think he returned a punt last year. But he did, I think, occasionally in college.
Mm-hmm.
But I have ISM still sneaking out 4th receiver over Naylor, just because of trust. Again, a big thing is trust. But if one of those two blows up in preseason, then they win the job.
And you got to remember too, like ISM, the last he played? He played quite a bit the last 2 games? Was it?
Well, he had only 1 catch going into the Bears game.
But then didn't he have a game where he scored like 2 touchdowns or something?
Yeah, the last game against the Bears, he had 1 catch going into the. He had 1 catch going into the game, so he ended up with like 5 catches for but he had 4 catches for 110 yards, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns, and basically to me he was the MVP of the game. Because we weren't doing crap in that first half.
I'm telling you, man. But Mike Zimmer had to go out with a bang, man. He wanted to make sure, try to pad his little stats over here.
Are you one of the guys that's like, I'd rather lose and get a higher draft pick?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, honestly, like at that last game, I feel like he should have let the younger guys play, and if we would have lost, it would have still been a win. Let him go and play hard.
I'm agreeing with that. You're not playing to lose, but you're playing to give some guys experience.
Yeah, like he rolled the starters out there like it was a playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's playing to win, and then there's and giving guys experience than there is to just completely tank the last game of the season.
To me, it's he knew he was out the door. Yeah, he knew he was out the door, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna win this game just to be a just so that the next regime, we'll drop him down, because we would have had pick 9, I believe it was, if we would have.
Yeah, I think it would have ended up 9, and I don't think we trade down to 32 for at least for that little.
Exactly. Exactly. Like it was. I mean, we would have been in prime position, pick 9. But now that we have it in hindsight and we know how to draft win, it's like, dang, I wonder who would we have got at 9? Who went around 9? I can't really recall who went around pick 9, but I mean, it definitely would have been a different outcome for sure. But you know what? I'm okay with how the draft turned out. It happened how it happened, and hey, I'm in love.
We got murder scene now. We got
murder scene now. You know what I'm saying?
We can say murder scene for at least 5 years.
Murder scene is on the team. I don't care. I'm okay with the draft. Murder scene, let's go. Like, for real. Hey, if he gets first time he gets an interception, I'm ordering a jersey. I'm gonna just have it in the cart, and right when he hit first interception or first forced fumble, I mean a hit that pops the ball out, I'm hitting buy now. You know what I'm saying? Here to stack the bodies. You already know. You can see the comments, right? You got your comments set up right there.
Yeah, here to stack bodies. What if Kirk Cousins has 300 yards and 4 touchdowns with the Packers and we blow him out?
Now, respectfully, I will never get a Kirk Cousins jersey. Respectfully.
Super Bowl, if he wins the Super Bowl, you will not get a Kirk Cousins jersey?
There's plenty. Hey, look, there's 52 other guys on the team that I can pick from to get the jersey. But I will be super happy, and I'm gonna do.
Dude, I'm buying a Cousins jersey for sure if he wins the Super Bowl. I was gonna buy a Favre jersey if he won the Super Bowl.
I mean, shoot, I might though. If we win the Super Bowl, there's no telling what I'll do, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be the one of the best days of my life.
Let me tell you the one poll because it's pertinent to our conversation.
Go ahead.
Sent out to 4,000 followers. Is Kirk Cousins capable of winning a Super Bowl? And 83% of my followers of that least voted said yes.
Wow.
Kirk Cousins is capable. and usually they're pretty cynical. So 83% say he's capable of it.
Yeah.
And who will win the NFC North? Vikings 81%, Packers 16%, Lions 1, and Bears 2. They're not all Viking fans, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually surprised me it's that high. That
I mean,
people
honestly,
aren't
like
more cynical.
I have our percentage at like 80 something percent to win the North this year. Like I'm big on, like I'm not going all the way Super Bowl yet or even NFC, but as far as the North, oh yeah, I'm all in on the North. All my chips are in the middle of the table. I feel like the Packers there should be no reason why the Packers should be winning 13 games this year and be first place in the North. Like it should come down to a game where we got to beat the Pack because we played them the second to last week, or we played them the second to last week? Or
I think we
I know we play them at the end because they always make us play them at the
second
end.
to last, and then the Bears last again.
Yeah, so that game right there on week 17, that should be week 17. We should go in there. This should be for the jewels. We should go in there and step on their necks.
He throws 5 touchdowns for 350 yards, and we clinch the North. Are you?
I'm buying a jersey
and a first round buy. Are you buying the jersey?
Well, as long as you go half, all right. I'll pay for half the jersey. You got to throw in the other half, and then I'll wear it on stream. Yes, we'll be lit. We'll be lit for sure, man. All right, so speaking of quarterbacks, Dave, let's get into the little bit of news we heard. You know, everybody's probably already heard about it, obviously, Vikings fans, because we're a strong community and we keep up with our team. But Kellen Mond's dad came out and was just talking about, you know, how Mike Zimmer just didn't want his boy, man. That was just the facts. That's why he was treated the way he was treated. You know, Kellen Mond was just not wanted by Mike Zimmer last year. So, I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, I believe him completely, and the fact that they finally waited, that he waited this long to say it, kind of leads more credence to it. Because as soon as he was fired, he could have been bitching about it all the time. But I think he was smart that he waited till, you know, the coaching staff got to see his son, and good news started coming out about it. That he finally says, yeah. But Mond apparently, and I have not seen the quote himself, but says that Zimmer has never even talked to him.
Wow.
That Zimmer has never even talked to him, which is,
that's
the
crazy.
more shit that comes out, the worse I think of Zim. And I was a big fan of his hiring, and I was a big Zim guy, you know.
Me too. Me too.
When
it first happened,
surgeries and all that, and he was still coaching, but
you know, we were desperate when we had Mike Zimmer come in. When Mike Zimmer was the candidate, we were a lot more desperate than we are today with the switch of head coaches. Like, we needed help badly, and Mike Zimmer came in and he saved it.
We were in a
I gotta give him his props though. He came in and he did his thing, man. He came in and he did his thing at the beginning, man. He lifted us up, you know. So
you can't take that away from him. He inherited a suspended Adrian Peterson because that's the week 2, right? That happened.
Yeah.
And
with his child.
And this is, there was an interview, or there was a post-game interview, and I don't know if it was a post-game, but it was an interview. And one of the guys said, "Is this the most difficulty you've ever had to deal with?" And he's referring to Adrian Peterson getting suspended. He says, "Well, my wife died," and I'm like, the guy had to do some homework that his wife died. And you know, why he was a football coach, and that's probably the most difficult thing he's ever had to deal with. I don't think Adrian Peterson getting suspended was as bad as, you know, his wife passing. So, yeah, and I had a lot of respect for him. He, you know, when he entered the league, and we were in a terrible situation. We don't have a stadium, for heaven's sake. We're playing in college field,
right?
And we're coming off. I forget how many. We're coming off a couple of bad seasons, and you know, coach gets fired, and now he takes over. The only thing anybody known about him is he swore a lot in Hard Knocks, that when they did Hard Knocks in the Bengals, and he kind of became a cool thing. I even had a Twitter handle where I was a fake Mike Zimmer, where I was swearing all the time just for a few giggles. And he ended up being, you know, we turned our defense around. We, you know, year 1, we ended up being top 15, and then he took us into the top 5 a couple of years. So there was a lot of good things. I'll keep those memories of Zimmer. But all these things that keep coming out that are not good, I
Yeah.
just like, you can't coach like that where you don't even talk to your quarterback just because you wanted a defensive player in the 3rd round and you thought
Yeah.
Spielman was effing with you.
But that's crazy, man. Like I feel bad. I feel bad for Kellen Mond. Like being that now, just him being able, him sitting back knowing that he got drafted by a team. Well, I ain't gonna say the team didn't want him. Obviously, Rick wanted him, but just knowing that he had to go into work every single day last year, knowing that he felt not wanted. And you got to give him his props and give him his flowers for still going in.
He
Looking
didn't say
forward,
anything.
working. He kept his mouth shut. Very mature
Yeah,
move, man. That's what you want from a
that's a
leader.
lot to. Yeah,
So,
that's a lot. It's saying a lot about him as he never tweeted anything, and
because I know how I am, Dave. At my regular job, if I know my boss don't like me, I'm rolling on him day one. I'm like, hey, let's go to your office. We need to talk. I need to know how you feel. I'm just one of those type of people where if I feel like somebody has an issue with me, we gotta go ahead and talk about it. We just have to talk about it. Like let's figure this out right now. And Kellen Mond, I give him the utmost respect for that. Now, granted, they are making tons of money, and yeah, when you're making that type of living, I guess it's a little easier to just say, you know what, hey, I'll just sit back, collect my check, and do what I'm supposed to do. But I feel like he actually kept working on his craft to get better, and I'm so happy just to see him get his chance this year now with Kevin
Slaughter.
O'Connell.
Anything happened to Slaughter, right? Like,
Oh, you watching him in the USFL?
Oh God, I need to. I know that he
Oh
was
man,
like, I haven't I watched some. I checked the box score the first couple of weeks, but yeah, Slaughter was in his exit interview, and he got interviewed by some Vikings radio station or whatever,
yeah,
and he was I was listening to it, and he had said that on his exit interview, Spielman asked him, how come in practice you don't perform as well as when you were in, the preseason games, because he's a preseason legend, right? And we
right,
like,
right,
when did I get to practice? When did I get any snaps of any meeting at all? How can I perform like that? You put me in a game and I got 15, 20 plays. Yeah, I'm gonna perform a lot better. But the
right,
boy wasn't getting any time in practice, and
yeah.
and that's a shame. I think he could be an NFL quarterback. I had no doubt. And when we were
Hold up,
going,
hold on, Dave. Before you
okay,
say that now, whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on.
but
Now, he did have the fans. I give you that. Like people loved him because of I think people loved him because of the unknown and being that when he was in the preseason games, he had a couple of, little flashes, but go watch him in the USFL. Now,
is it
knowledge.
bad?
I know you said you seen him watch a game, you seen him score a game-winning touchdown, and I love Slaughter too, but trust me, Slaughter is not a starting NFL. He's not an
I said an
NFL caliber
NFL
starting
quarterback. I
quarterback.
didn't say a
No,
starting
you
one.
said starter. No, you said he
I
could be a
said
starter.
NFL quarterback. I did not say
Chat.
starter, but I
Leave it in
did.
the chat. What did Dave say? Leave it in the chat. What did
There,
Dave say? He said
replay it,
starter.
rewind it. I said, and he is an NFL quarterback, and just people could say, well, that was just preseason. He's going against the twos and the threes. Well, he's
Right.
also playing with twos and threes, right? So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he brought us on some comebacks back in the preseason. But going
Yeah.
into the first year at Cousins, I wasn't feeling so bad because I thought that we had Slaughter, which I think would have been at least serviceable for that first year if we didn't land a quarterback. And instead, we get Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And then I think we cut Slaughter that year, or at least, or the next year, because I think we brought in he who shall not be named right away.
Yeah. Don't name him. Yeah. The he shall not be named. If y'all know who we mean. Oh, here we go. Why'd
Everybody
you
loves
do it,
Slaughter.
Luis? Why'd
Everybody
you
likes to.
do it, Luis?
He
Luis,
said it's
why are you
he who
saying his
shall not be
name?
named.
His name is a guy that shall not be named. All right. That's how we doing it on the Skol Live,
Yeah,
man. Don't ever say his name
I'm sure
again.
I'm sure he's a great
Nah, you
golf
my boy, man.
partner. Yeah, he holds a mean
Yeah.
clipboard. He should hold a mean clipboard. Kellen Mond should be number 2.
Yeah, and look, knowledge said it right here. Pump the brakes. Zimmer wasn't lying. Slaughter can't read defenses, and he really was having trouble picking up the playbook. And I can see that. You know, when I go Joe
He didn't
Webb,
show it
oh,
in
that my
preseason.
boy. That my boy Joe Webb right there. Now, hey,
That's
I
deep.
like Joe Webb. I like when Joe
Yeah.
Webb was playing.
Joe
Joe
Webb.
Webb was my guy. Joe Webb, I don't
Boy,
care, Dave. Joe Webb
that
was my
Packer
guy.
playoff game was awesome, huh?
Hey,
That
look.
didn't work out well.
Hey, he gave it.
That
He
was
gave
the
it his
only
best.
game that we hoped Christian Ponder would play.
Hey, you all right, Luis, man. You all boy, man. Ain't no stress. You weren't on. I don't
Joe
think you
Webb
tuned
is
into
greater
the
than
last
Kyle
show.
Slaughter.
But we just don't say Mannion's name. Or I should see. I said it just now. See, you even got me saying it.
This is the only person that doesn't like Kyle Slaughter.
Who? No, I'm sure there's people that don't like him.
He's dropping knowledge on me.
No, knowledge.
I like Joe Webb, man. It's like he was a tweener of all positions. I mean, the guy probably could have easily played tight end, or receiver,
knowledge,
or running back.
Us, what game was that Joe Webb? Is that the Philly game when Joe Webb went crazy? Like, I mean, there was a game when Joe Webb went crazy. I'm talking about he was looking like Mike Vick mixed with Tom Brady's brain. I'm telling you. Yeah, let's find Joe Webb's standout game. Like, there was one game where I was at Buffalo Wild Wings. It's crazy. I remember watching this game because I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching it, and Joe Webb just kept taking off running, using his feet. I mean, he had to rush for over 100+ yards that game. It has to be one of those games for sure. He went crazy. Yeah, he was playing against Mike Vick that game. That's what knowledge said. It must have been a game against Philly.
Against the 49ers, there's a post about Joe Webb scoring a touchdown against the Fort. No, it's a Viking. All right, let's see.
There's
been something wrong with YouTube today. There's something wrong with YouTube today.
Yo, YouTube yesterday was crazy. Like, YouTube was crazy yesterday. It was just really slow, man. I missed all my peoples, man. I missed all my Skols, man. My Skoljas. You know, that's what I call them, the Skoljas, man. I missed y'all, man. Nobody was hitting me up yesterday. Like, what's going on, man? Y'all got to start hitting me up every day, man.
Trademark Skoljas. I wonder.
Yeah, Skoljas. I actually got merch that I created, that Skoljas. And I was putting it in my videos when I first started YouTube, but nobody was really paying attention. But I might start adding it back if y'all want to support.
Well, now that you're half a grand, now you're half.
Yeah, now that I'm half a grand, maybe y'all will buy a Skolja sweatshirt, man. I came up with that a long time ago. Hey,
and if you're not following Minnesota Sports Talk, I'm at 99 followers right now. You can be the 100th. I'm at
somebody go give him his 100. Hey, listen, by the time we get off this stream, he should have 100 subscribers. That's for sure, man.
He had 99. Let me see if I got 100 yet.
9 people in here. Somebody go subscribe and come right back to the show.
I am at 99 still. I'm at 99 subs. Someone go be my 100.
Somebody log.
Next person is my 100 subscriber.
Go sub. He's in the description. I tagged it. It's in the description.
All right.
All right, let's see.
I'm trying to look at go on to the next question or whatever. I'm going to look up Joe Webb.
Try to find that Joe Webb game because we need that Joe Webb.
Are we both looking
Joe Webb was
better?
No, you're just looking it up. Joe Webb was definitely better than Kyle Slaughter to me. I mean, Kyle Slaughter, yeah, he was okay. He was a fan favorite. You know what I mean? Like, people loved him.
Well, Heineke, great guy. I don't know if you remember this. Heineke had this amazing fourth quarter comeback where he rushed for a touchdown to end the game, and then he got hurt in that play and didn't make the roster. And I forget what happened to him, but I think we cut him.
Yeah.
Heineke, and now he started for Washington this past year.
I know, man. I was hoping he can do something, man. He just wasn't. I mean, he was. They gave him a fair chance, though. And you got.
I think we gave. Him
like I'm saying, even Washington. Like, Washington definitely gave Heineke a fair chance to prove himself. And yeah, he pretty much proved that he can be a backup quarterback in this league for a long time. Like, somebody's definitely gonna always have him on the roster. Whether it's Washington or they get rid of him, somebody's gonna pick him up like that. He's definitely good enough to play in this league for a while, for sure. As a backup, at least. Because I wouldn't mind, like, if my starting quarterback go down, I wouldn't mind Heineke running out there because he has that character that you can't coach. He has that leadership. Like, he's just one of those guys. Like, hey, come on, like Case Keenum. Like Case Keenum had. That's what I like about him.
He started in two. Yeah, he
Are you talking about Joe
one
Webb?
game and yeah, he started one game and he played in 16 games.
Yeah.
He had one game started in 2013.
Yeah.
He had
That sounds about the time.
snaps. He had 187 snaps that year. So let me click on that year and see what happened.
Yeah, that sounds about the year.
Vikings.
Yeah, I think this the game. It was the Packers playoff game because he's right.
That's the Packers playoff game, and we didn't do crap and we lost. But that was the game he started, yeah. But
okay,
I think
yeah,
this.
That's the one
I think
he
this
said.
is
That's
talking
the one
about.
He said it was downhill.
I don't think this is counting the playoff game because it's counting 16 games. So it's
yeah, no, yeah,
because I do game that year.
Hey, Luis, say, hey, here you go, Dave. This for you. You at 100. Let's go.
Thanks, Luis.
Let's go. Appreciate you, man. That's love, man, for sure. That's love, Luis, man. We definitely appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I got 100 now.
Yeah, knowledge. That game was trash,
I'm gonna go out on the rooftops.
That game was trash. That's the game I do remember. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings. That game too. Yeah, that's crazy, Pablo. I was there, and I do remember that. Yeah, I was kind of mad that night for sure. I was so mad at Ponder, bro. Ponder. Hey, he's another name. How about this? How about we just never say that name again? How about that? How about we just never say Ponder again either?
Biggest reaches in Vikings history.
Wow. I mean, Ponder, like that was horrible.
He had some good games, but then these like games, especially against Seattle,
there were games.
One game he had like 50 yards.
I don't care. I just didn't like how he looked. I mean, even how he looked made me mad when he was on the field. Just how he looked on the football. There was nights where I really contemplated about buying tickets to US Bank and really trying to stand out in the bushes out there and tackle him when he comes walking out the damn stadium, like for real. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Pond. That's funny. All right, so obviously Dave can't find no games of Webb, so that's all right. He's looking really hard, guys.
He played in games that year because he was a receiver.
And, he did play receiver, yeah.
But he started one game, and I can't find I don't want to go through every single game to see.
No, it's fine.
For him on
it's
the box
fine. We just know your team Sloter. We're team Webb. I don't care. I'm team Webb.
I'll do a. That's my next. That's my next survey.
There you go.
Who
would you rather have, Kyle Sloter? Sloter's probably gonna win.
Yeah, he's gonna win by a landslide.
He's gonna win by a landslide. But if those same people you ask go and watch him play in the USFL and judge it off of that, they'll be like, "Yo, listen."
I know his second game he played pretty well. He had some good stats in the second game. His first game, the whole offense struggled, but Kyle Sloter, USFL stats, something else. Because they have their own, they have a website and you can get their stats on there.
Yeah, they're trying to build their thing up, man. I don't mind. I'm trying to get into it slowly but surely. It's hard to watch, and I think it's because
he's third in the league in touchdowns, and he's
third in the league out of 6 teams.
6? Is it 6 or is it 8?
Or 8 teams? I think it's 8 teams. Yeah.
But he's first in yardage.
Yeah,
14. He has 1,409 passing yards, first in the league, 9 in passing TDs, 1 rushing touchdown, 67 yards rushing. And he's 29th in the league in that. But yeah.
Yeah. But hey, it don't matter.
Oh, so what was the other 9 TDs, 7 interceptions.
9 TDs, 7 interceptions?
Yep.
So 9 touchdowns but what they played, I think they're like on their 7th, 8th game. I think they're on like week 8 or something.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about the type of talent he's playing with. I don't think they're going to light it up.
It's not good. I mean, there is some studs out there now. Don't get me wrong. Hold on, here we go. We should talk about our kickers. Oh, we don't even. Oh, look.
No, man, we're too busy talking about guys who quarterbacked us for one game.
Yeah, no, we're too busy. The Webb show, right? The Webb and Slaughter show.
Apparently, yeah, this has gone off the track. We did not have Joe Webb.
I told you, man. That's why we love our streams, bro. That's why we the littest. Hey, Dave don't even really know what this
He
word
played
means,
until he was
guys. Read the
34 years
list.
old, man. He played
Like,
until he was
look,
34.
we come into the
Crazy.
stream open-minded, and the fans the subs, y'all just control the show, man. We start getting the conversation going, and we just start popping in here. Like, that's just how it goes. You want to talk about the kickers? Hey, look, let's worry about this year with the kickers, Anthony, because look,
we might
let's
keep
hope
one
that
on the
what was the
practice
guy?
squad, though.
Yeah, that the US, the undrafted free
Burkitt.
agent. I mean, we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
100 subs, 100.
Yeah.
I am somebody now.
You somebody now, man. You part of the 100
Let's go on to the next topic. Let's go on to the next topic. This one's going off the rails.
Right.
We had our Joe Webb as half our show.
What was
we didn't even really go ahead.
We were gonna talk. All right, so this was the next topic, and on a serious note, we were gonna get on Cameron Dantzler. You know, getting in that weight room. You know, hey, bulking up, getting good weight. You know, getting the good weight this time. You know, not that slouchy, slow weight, right?
Well, I think we talked about it last week, and yeah, he's when he first came in the league, and I think it was in his draft profile. He weighed in 100. They had him weighing in 175 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So he shows up at the combine at like 188 or something like that. So he put on all this like water weight and whatever, and his speed times were terrible. And he dropped, and he ran a 4.67 40, which is, it's probably bottom 10% of all cornerbacks out there. So I would have to see a spider chart on that, but that's probably what it was. And if you're not familiar with a spider chart is, it averages all the players in that position since 1987. Why 87? I don't know, but that's when they started keeping track of it apparently. And yeah, that would have been pretty low for a cornerback. And so the Vikings said they weren't worried about his 40 time, and he ended up balling out in preseason and practice and got the starting gig. And so rest is history. And then of course, I don't think Zimmer was too pleased with him, and he kind of speaks his mind like RAP here. And and I think he might have told Zimmer what's up. I don't think he even played in the first 2 games of the season. But
I don't even think he dressed out in the second one either, like you said.
Obviously, Breland was terrible. I don't know. He was still looking at his Super Bowl ring too much to play.
And look, and Dave, that's the thing, right? All right, so we all saw how bad Breland was, right? Like, how spiteful is it for Zimmer? That's another thing that just shows you last year how Zimmer didn't really care about winning, it seemed like, because you saw how bad Breland was, but yet, you want to be childish and just not put in, Dantzler. When Dantzler, to me, is better than Breland. I don't care.
Before 2020, he goes, I never had a bad defense. And, before the season, he's asked because all the changes, what was going on. And he goes, I never had a bad defense. Well, you have 2 of them now.
Right. And Breland was all cocky and stuff, like he was out there just locking stuff down or something. Like, yo, like, like what's happening?
I was kind of optimistic, with Breland. He probably was at one time.
Me too. In the offseason,
a above average starter, and not for us. Why do we always?
So I don't know, and I don't know if anybody in the stream seen this today. I sent this to Dave. It was a Pro Football Impacts. It was a rating where cornerback impact ratings, and Cameron Dantzler's ranked 6 on there. And I mean. Honestly, like there's a lot of Jalen Ramsey's ranked 4th. Rasul Douglas is ranked 5th. And I mean, I don't know what the impact rating is. Do you know anything about that, Dave? And break it down.
Apparently they're this up and coming football, like a Pro Football Focus. They're doing their own thing. And I think they're primarily on Instagram, and my Instagram is broken right now. I can't seem to get it to work. And so I couldn't find out what their rating system is, but the number 1 guy they rated 100, and then everybody else below that. So I don't know. So they rated him 6 out of everybody, but I mean he has a potential to be that. Yeah, definitely he has a potential to be that. Who knows what he's going to be like this year with the added muscle rather than bad weight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he was the 6th best corner in the league, as far as when he's in the game. But
no. We can tell that this rate, whatever this is, that these numbers that they're doing. I mean, AJ Terrell is ranked number 1. So I mean, but there, like I said, it's one of those things where there is a bunch of good names on here, ranked 1 through 20 though. And I mean, a lot of these guys
anytime your name is next to a bunch of good guys, you might as well. There might be something to it. But yeah, it all depends.
Because that's the thing, knowledge. Like even knowledge said, like he don't care what Cameron Dantzler is talking about. He got to show him. But my thing is, when I watch Cam on the field, when he's in there, I always feel like he's around the ball. Like when they throw it in his direction, I feel like he's always around the ball. Yes, he got burnt a couple times, but he's still young too. You gotta remember, cornerback's the hardest position to play in the NFL, hands down. If you ask me, my opinion, it's so hard to stay in front of these wide receivers. I mean, they're getting more and more, just athletic as the years go. I mean, cornerback, playing defensive back, like that is a tough position to stay in front of those guys. With the quarterbacks you got now too, that are just throwing dots, like it's hard, man. It's hard to be good.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest position on defense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you would say quarterback, right? Having to learn.
Yeah, quarterback obviously is the toughest one, but
yeah.
And people dog on football players as being dumb, but these I could never do what they do. Learning those playbooks.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, back in my day, Dave. Back in my
hell,
day,
my high school had like 25 plays, and I would forget. I would
sweep
forget what
left,
I was
sweep right.
Yeah. We had 16 pass plays, I think. Red 1, red 2, red 3, red 4, and then blue 1, blue
like
2.
I'm class of 2007, which probably sounds like wow to you, but me even being class of 2007, like man, all we did was run the ball. Like every play was just run. We might have had like 2 or 3 pass plays a damn season. It seemed like it was literally just we're just gonna run it down their throat and hope we get a first down. You know what I'm saying? We'll run 3 times and hope we get a first down.
I think I was listening to an interview of what's his name, Johnson. Who was that receiver for us? He got hurt and Diggs took over. The receiver, his last name was Johnson.
Okay, yeah. Ron Johnson, I think it's
Ron Johnson's a receiver from Minnesota, has his own talk show. But Ron Johnson was interviewing, I think it's Chris Johnson.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Chris Johnson. That was a running back for Titans. God, what's his name? Johnson with the Vikings wide receiver. Why did I forget his first name? Well, anyways, Johnson was I only got old BC Johnson. Charles Johnson. There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
He was. Yeah, I want to say it was Charles Johnson. Yeah, he was with the Packers originally, and we got him as a free agent or got cut from the practice squad or something like that. He was talking about it was the second day. Aaron Rodgers goes to him and says, "Hey, you're gonna be running with the ones on this play." And he goes, "Okay," and he's all excited. He got his chance, and then he started audibling and doing hand signals to Charles, and he had no idea what he was doing. And and right after the play, Aaron Rodgers goes to the OC, says, "Yeah, don't let Johnson here get into my huddle until he knows the playbook."
Yeah.
he says that what Aaron Rodgers said about him, but he talked glowingly about Diggs, even though he took his job.
That's what knowledge say, like even the verbiage alone. Boy, you ain't lying. The way they be talking in that huddle, I'm like, yo, hold up, what'd you say? Like, what? I'd have been in there like, hold up, what? Like,
once they get their staple plays, they don't. It's crazy that these guys go in there calling 2 plays.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
Yeah.
Like if they're running no huddle and we're coming out of a timeout or a stoppage and play, they're calling 2 plays, to run the no huddle. So that's crazy that they could remember all that shit.
That is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Respect.
Yeah.
What's next?
Hey, I don't blame them. Hey, but look, so we're gonna let's talk about how because we got into this last show where we kind of had a little situation where people were just, coming at me about this, right? Now we're not gonna talk about Kirk Cousins like that. We're not gonna get deep into that, but I sent you something this morning that you seen. I screenshot and sent it to you. Let's talk about how Adam Thielen is just so excited about, learning the new offense on, oh yeah, I'm so happy we're learning new things. The vibe is all the way better, so on and so forth. And I guess I can read it. I guess I can read it verbatim. Were you able to read that, or was it too small? Let's see.
I had to
Maybe I
blow it
can.
up, man. That was pretty small.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but that's pretty much what it was about, though. All right, like he was just saying how excited he was. He's learning new plays, just a different vibe, different times out there right now compared to when Mike Zimmer was the coach. You know what I mean? Things like that. Throwing the old regime under the bus without throwing them under the bus and running them over, pretty much. Letting it be known. Now, Dave will tell you, everybody that was in the chat last show on episode 3, we went back and forth, and my problem was that Kirk Cousins said, according to Adam Thielen, if you ask Kirk Cousins would say everything Adam Thielen said is bullshit. Like he do not agree with that. Kirk Cousins believes everything is the same.
Now you're putting words in his mouth.
No,
he said it. What was my reply?
He said it. He said it.
What was my reply? Was that then he should ask,
and his OC.
He should talk to his OC, because his OC said the same shit as Kirk Cousins. But I also said, what did I also say? Sounds like Adam Thielen needs to crack a buck or two to catch up with Kirk Cousins, because he seems to know all the plays. But hey, look at this. Thielen played for one team.
Yeah,
he played for one team. He came from Mankato University. I mean, he's been knowing one team this whole time.
Don't talk about my guy. You see that back there? That's my boy, man. Thielen.
I love him. He's he's easily my favorite player from the Vikings right now.
Yeah, he was my favorite for a while,
my favorite player still.
I just feel like his hands are like so good, man. The man just got. I mean, when the ball comes his way, man, like when I see the ball up in the air going to Thielen, I almost feel like he's about to catch it.
You're talking about hands like me.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm the one always bringing up hands. But yeah, he's probably got the best hands, one of the best hands in the leagues for sure.
Yeah, like that catch when I told you I was at that Carolina game. Yeah, that Carolina game I was at. Like I tell you what, there was a catch if y'all go back and watch from last year where Adam Thielen, I mean, the guy was all over him like a blanket. I mean, the defender was on him, and give it to Kirk Cousins, boy. He threaded that needle, and I mean, like, it was just unbelievable to catch Thielen.
When he drops the ball, you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. And he feels that same way. He's like, how did I drop that? Like, my name Adam Thielen, bro. Like, how did I drop that?
Yeah. And it's usually because of, he's looking to run the other way, run with it. But he's caught balls. He's caught balls. He's not, and they show the replay, and he's not even looking.
Yeah. So, like, I feel like when Thielen's out there, like, I am confident when Thielen's out there. Like, he's one of them players where he gives me confidence we'll win.
That's actually something Justin Jefferson has a little ding on. He's dropped some balls, man.
He has, man. What game was that?
He's also made some crazy ass plays. So.
Was that the Bears? There was that Bears game.
I forget. I just know that.
That Bears game.
I just remember him dropping some balls that were like,
he was actually mad at himself. He was actually mad at himself.
Of course,
when he dropped that ball during that Bears game. Oh yeah, here you go. The Packers catch was crazy too. It was kind of like that when he threw it through two defenders. Yeah. Thread that needle.
Yeah, that was the it was a comeback. It was the tie Packers game back in 2019.
I would pull it up. I would pull it up.
It was 2018. It was the tie. It was second game of the season, right? Well, anyways, between the two defenders and they didn't give him a touchdown. Right? It was
I thought they did. Yeah, they gave him a touchdown. Line.
I don't think they gave him a touchdown on that. I think they had to run it in.
You sure? Okay.
That was during the Packers tie game. If he's talking about the one where the two defenders went by and went right through it. But hey, what a throw, huh? He got knocked on his ass on that play.
That was a throw.
That was an amazing throw.
Listen, Kirk Cousins has the arm to make any throw. It's just sometimes his mind holds him back from actually making the throw. That's what it is. Like if his mind decides, hey, throw it, hey, it's gonna get there and it's gonna get where it needs to be. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's one thing I could tell you now. Kurt has the
I think
talent. He has the arm talent. He
I
has
think
them.
he's scared. I mean, I think historically he's probably been just doesn't want to throw interceptions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
and
that can
but if
hurt
those
us though, Dave.
but
That's
if
what I
those
mean though. That can
but if
hurt
those
us.
interceptions are down the field, if those were
Cause I look at it like this, right? If you can, Kurt, if you can throw, let's just say you throw 12 interceptions, right? This past season. I think he was around 12, maybe 12, something like that. He was up in that
7
range.
this year, it
Oh,
was like 7.
7. Okay, yeah, 7. Now I look at it like this. If you throw 10, I don't care, Kurt, because guess what? If you're making throws that where you throw 10, just imagine if he was to throw like, let's just say he threw two riskier throws per game to Justin Jefferson down the field. Imagine what those are going to turn into explosive plays, man. Sometimes I just feel like, dang, just make that. You got Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. Give them a chance. Throw it
Yeah,
up, please.
one of the things that
Don't be dumb, obviously, but yeah.
Brian Billick in '98,
Yeah.
So with Brad Johnson gets hurt, Cunningham is our backup. I think Cunningham won an MVP before. I think he's the first quarterback ever rushed for 1,000 yards, but he wasn't the same quarterback.
Yeah.
But he was talking about on the sidelines where Cunningham just whipped. And Cunningham had the strongest arm in the NFL back then.
Right.
He was in those quarterback competitions. He would throw it 77 yards in the air. I don't know if you ever,
Wow.
you were pretty young back then. So
Yeah,
he would throw in the air. They had these quarterback competitions on NBC or something like that. 77 yards in the air. So he'd just throw it deep to Randy Moss, and Brian Billick would say no, yes, because he didn't want him to do it. But then he saw it was a thing, like Randy Moss would come down with it. And one of the amazing things about Randy Moss is that he does not bring up his arms until it's there. And so the defender would not know it's coming, so he wouldn't turn around, and he would just drop in his hands. And another thing he would do is, I don't know if you can see this, but he would, instead of pushing off on the defensive back, he would push down on their hip. So when he would jump, he'd go up to it, but he would have the guy his hand on the guy's hip to keep him from jumping with him. And he just has a master at it, and that's why it's getting mossed. That's why they still say it to this day.
Yeah, man,
mossed.
I love that segment.
All started in '98, and it was Brian Billick finding out that he had something because Cunningham was just whipping it down the field, and that's what Cousins needs to do to take that next step, because he's got a guy who can do it now, and he's never had that. Name another receiver.
Hey, look at my boy.
Name another receiver that he had like Justin Jefferson. You can't. And this is his first guy he's had like that.
My boy Lamont just tapped in with us, Dave. He asked what.
Yeah, we talked about him in the beginning of the game. We talked about in the beginning.
Everything. Yeah.
Was it Albert
Wilson? Yeah, break it down for give him a little insight, Dave. Give him a little insight.
He had like
Albert Wilson.
Back when he had a decent quarterback in Kansas City, he had over 500 yards receiving on like 40 some catches. He's a slot receiver at best, a guy that you can do a bubble screen with, or a reverse or something like that. He looks like a little lightning bug, spark plug type player. I don't think he had much production in Miami because of who he was playing with. There's just nothing going on offense for him the past 3 years. So, but he's turning 30, or if he hasn't already, but this will be his 30-year-old season. But things I liked about him is that he was good. He was good in space when he got the ball, so he can get that extra yardage. He had a 150-yard game against Chicago in 2018 for Miami with 2 touchdowns. He looked amazing in that game, and he does catch with his hands. So it's another guy that we can throw in there that's probably better than UDFA we signed to fill out the roster. So I say more to it, and we can keep 6 veterans on the practice squad too.
Yeah. Boy, knowledge you hell talk about he not gonna make the team. I think he gonna make it. I think he gonna make the team, and this is why I think he gonna make the team on a serious note.
Why are you laughing? Did I
Because
say he was gonna make the team?
no, I'm talking about
Is
the
he-
comment.
no,
The comment,
I'm talking about.
knowledge.
Yeah, I know. I talk about Knowledge TV here. He's
Yeah.
laughing at me like I said he was gonna make the team. I
Oh
think he
no.
needs to clean out his earwax like you do.
No,
I didn't say NFL
he's
starter. I
just
said
laughing.
NFL quarterback.
No, he's just laughing knowing that this guy is not making a team. But I disagree
Go,
with
hey,
knowledge.
go look at him. He's an
disagree with
NFL player.
knowledge.
He's an NFL player. He could be a sixth receiver for anybody. In
I
fact,
think he's gonna make the team to be the punt returner. I do.
He'll have a chance because we don't have one right now.
Right.
But I think I always kind of wanted that player that we could like we've had in the past that could be a little slot receiver. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Hey,
he's gonna have
see
to.
what happens.
He's got the work cut out for him on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, he says I just think Jalen will make it.
Yeah, I mean,
him,
he says, Lamont Murray here. He says he loves the depth signing, and yeah, he's gonna be better than a UDFA that has no shot. Who do we have? Prohl. I mean, I like Prohl because he's got good speed. He's got good speed for wide receiver 4.47, and he's got good athletic ability and catch the ball with his hands. And he's made some plays. He just had no production in East Carolina because there's nobody there to throw him the ball. I mean, if you watch the quarterback play on there, it might as well have been a high school guy.
Yeah. They say so. He thinks Jalen will make it.
I agree with you.
Jalen's
Jalen's better, and
I
don't think we can put Jalen on the practice squad because I think someone's gonna know who he is.
Jalen's either gonna make the team or he's not, but he's making the team. Yeah,
he's got to make the team.
He was at to talk about it. He was at he was with Justin Jefferson at his mini camp he held in Minnesota. You see that footage?
Oh no, I didn't.
So Justin Jefferson.
Man, you've been doing studying.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson had a mini camp over the weekend, and Jalen Naylor was there with him. Wearing the Justin Jefferson shirt, throwing to the kids and stuff. Man, it's great. What like a lot of those
taking
guys
a guy under your wing.
They talk, and they talk about and that's good because if him and Jefferson get really close, he can learn things from Jefferson because Jefferson is becoming a veteran now. Like he's going on his third year, but man is a veteran because that's.
And I don't know if Knowledge TV knows this, but in previous videos, I am talking about how he was our steal. If we have a steal of the draft, it was Jalen Naylor.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also Ty Chandler and Booth Jr. So
yeah, I mean you were high on Jalen. You are high on Jalen. You made me.
I think I was ahead of my class here because
you were.
Paul Allen came out with saying that he thinks Jalen Naylor is going to take the 3 spot.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back, if you go back to the first video we did, I just said he's just another guy. I just felt like when we drafted him, I'm like, he's just another receiver going to end up on the practice squad. But you changed my mind on that, man.
It's all about health. It's going to all be, and it was the same way with Jay.
Because he broke his hand, right?
Jalen Naylor. Yeah, he broke his hand. He missed 4 games.
Yeah,
I think at the end of the season, he missed the rest of the season, and then he goes, if he sticks, because I think he had a year eligibility left, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't. Don't trust me on that one. It's really weird now. Guys can play
Paul
5
Allen.
seasons.
Kyle said if Paul Allen said it, expect the opposite to happen. You are not lying about that. Paul Allen. I
was gonna go on.
Favorite. He one of my. I mean, it's just something.
I was going on that he probably thinks everybody is gonna make the Hall of Fame, but yeah,
I'm telling you.
I'm just saying. Did you notice my smile when I was saying Paul Allen?
Yeah,
so Jalen Naylor's
oh, we know.
3 spot.
There's no way, man. Not Paul Allen. Like Paul Allen. Yeah, hey Kyle, man, you are the truth, my dog. Like for real. Whoever you are, man, appreciate you tapping in tonight. Hey, for sure, man. That's the comment right there.
I'm glad he's our play-by-play guy though on the radio. I like his play-by-play, and then he does like preseason games for us on home games.
So yeah, for real though.
And he's loose. I use that in my videos early on.
When he does, when Justin Jefferson catches a touchdown. Now those are the only good videos to watch of Paul Allen. When they show him in the booth and, we score a touchdown or something, and he does the play, he calls the play, how broadcaster does. And yeah, he be lit though. I ain't gonna lie. He be lit in that booth. And he scored the touchdown, Justin Jefferson. Yeah, going crazy.
His Minnesota Miracle call was a lot better than the actual call on television. Joe
for
Buck.
sure.
Sidelines,
Yeah,
touchdown. That was Joe Buck. We got and just before that play, Paul Allen was talking about we need a miracle here, and no shit, it happens, and he coined the phrase "Minnesota Miracle" on that call, and that was amazing.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
So this is crazy, right? I just want to ask the chat this. Where do y'all think? So we know that the Packers, they're talking high on the guy they drafted from North Dakota State.
Oh
And
God,
I
he's
just
like
want to
the
know.
second coming.
Well, yeah, they're talking high about him. You know, I seen something where it's like, oh wow, he just knows how to do everything. He's just that type of guy. I'm not worried about him, honestly. I don't got no worries about that kid. But
I wouldn't mind having him, you know, and I was thinking, hey, you know, late second, you know, because
were you high on him? You were high on him in late second, like on your board?
I knew he was the second round pick. I didn't know first pick of the second round or whatever. What was it?
Is it? Are you saying second round? So you're saying second round?
I was thinking he was going to go in the second round. What's that?
Was it because of the competition he played, being at North Dakota State, that he wasn't?
I didn't think he. I didn't. There was talk that he'd be third rounder, but I didn't think so. I thought someone was going to take him in the second round. I didn't think second pick in the second round.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and I don't necessarily think the Packers reached, but it's pretty damn close to a reach.
It is.
Yeah, he could have fell back farther, but they're taking a chance on the guy they want. And if you notice, the Vikings did the same thing, trading up to get their cornerback in the fourth. That's the guy they want. Everybody saw he would have dropped. You know, we're saying the same thing about this guy, but he was the guy they want. The only thing that knocks him the most is that the competition he played in, anybody could look good in the Summit League. And this is coming from a guy that went to college at both South Dakota State and University of South Dakota. I went to both schools, and they're currently in the Summit League. It is probably the best conference in that subdivision. But I think North Dakota State, South Dakota State went to the championship 2 years in a row, or no, they went to two. It went 3 years ago, and they went 2 years ago to the semifinals. It's the best conference in that division, but yeah, it's still not it's still not Ohio State. Could he have done that at a Michigan State? You know, that's what I'm saying. He still would have been good though.
Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point right here, Kyle. You know, there is going to be a lot of pressure on him. He has to come in there and try to take up the slack for losing Davante Adams. First of all, it's not going to happen because Davante, I got to give Davante his flowers. I hated playing against him, man. That guy he is a true definition of a wide receiver. I think Justin Jefferson, believe it or not, is a tad bit better than Davante, though. Like, he really is, man. Like, and it's crazy because Jefferson actually looks up. That's one of his biggest role models in the NFL is Davante Adams. You know, he said that out of his own mouth. He likes Davante Adams.
Well, he's got to say that. Well, yeah, Davante Adams awesome. I thought he was the best receiver in the league for a while.
He don't gotta say that. What makes you think he gotta say that, Dave? He could have said Jerry Rice.
Oh, he was crap.
Any legend.
Yeah, Davante Adams was crap.
Hey, he could have just been like, hey, I don't know. Well, I don't think he was asked specifically about Davante. I just think it was a one of those questions where I was just like, you know,
well, he's gonna. He doesn't have to say it, but it's smart. And he said, so yeah, I give him that. He's a smart guy.
Yeah, but because Davante is a good guy.
I think it's you know, they need a receiver. He probably was one of the best ones left to pick, and I don't want him to have a good wide receiver, but you know, I just say hold your horses. But if you think Packer fans are even more homerish than Viking fans are, we're pretty 50-50, and we think impending doom is around the corner at every single day.
Hey, you know what, chat? This is a thing, Dave. I wanted to ask you too. I meant to ask you this. Remember, there was a cornerback from a real small school, really fast, and it's called like U. His school was like, it starts with a U. It's like U. Let me know if any of y'all know it in the chat. It starts with it's like U.
A college that starts with U, like University.
Yeah, it's a Texas school. It's like a real school. He was one. He's like TCU? Really fast. No, it ain't TCU. It
University of
starts with a
Texas.
UST. Let me see. Let me see.
Are you talking about somebody in this draft or what?
Yeah, he got drafted to the. I think he got drafted to the Seahawks. Let's see the Seahawks cornerback. I think he got drafted to the
Oh, a
Seahawks.
cornerback?
Yeah. Man, listen, I was high in this on this kid, man. He was a sleeper, and I wanted this kid just to bring it. I know the draft's over, and I don't want to
You were
get too
talking
much
about
into the draft.
I thought you were talking about a safety. You were wanting some guy instead of Lewis Cine.
Jalen Petrie. Yeah, I wanted Jalen Petrie. Oh, the chat to tell you, anybody tapped in, man. I love Jalen Petrie, man. That was my boy, man. I still to this day, I would have took Petrie over.
I think
Cine.
Murder Scene is a better nickname than Petri Dish.
Yeah, you ain't lie about that, though.
That's a Shelsky
You ain't
zinger.
lie about that.
That's a zinger. I got more where that came from. I'll be here all night.
Let me see. I can't find. Oh well, I can't find him, man. On the next show, I'll be able to bring him back up because
this has been the best show. I spent 15 minutes looking up Joe Webb statistics.
Joe Webb statistics.
And you're looking for a guy you don't know the name of.
That we can't even get anyways.
But
I just wanted people to go look up. I wanted people to go look into him because I think he's gonna be somebody to watch. You know, at the end of the day, we Vikings fan, we repping the purple, but you know, there's other players out there that we'll see throughout the season that came out this draft, and you know, sleepers that we can you know enjoy watching, man. The NFL's entertainment. But let's talk about, you know, we've been on here what, an hour and 6 minutes. We could still stay on for a little while longer, man. I feel like what y'all think, chat, man. I think we could just wing it. Y'all let us know what y'all want to talk about. What y'all want to talk about? We pretty much ran through our scripted plays. You know how the Vikings were really good at the scripted plays at the beginning of the season, everybody, and you know, they would go right down, score a touchdown. Now, that's how me and Dave are right now. We got the show where we just chilling. We let the fans come on here. What y'all want to hear about? What do y'all want to talk about? Knowledge TV said, I ain't going nowhere. Where I appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, you a true supporter, family, man. You know, I appreciate you, Knowledge, for sure, man. Hey, look, I be trying to ask y'all, man. I be sometimes, you know, during the week when Dave isn't available, man, y'all let me know if y'all want to get on the stream like this. It's super easy. I can tap y'all in and y'all can tell us y'all opinion, man. I mean, all three of us can really get on here. Y'all want to ever tap in, let me know, man. Leave a comment down in the comment section, or my Gmail is in the bio of the page. Shoot me a Gmail, man, or go on Instagram. Shoot me a you could find me. You could find me. Let me know if y'all ever want to tap in with the boy, man, for sure.
Here's some how about this? I sent this to you about the rules. Roster rules. 16 players on the practice squad.
Right.
I think that stayed. That's the same rule. Up to 6 spots for veterans. I think that's important. You know, if you get you can stash a few veterans, and hopefully you don't need them, but they're there for you. Three game day elevations per practice squad player. So if you can elevate them from the practice squad to the active roster 3 times.
Right.
Player places on IR minimum of 4 games. So you put some guy on the IR, it went from 3 to 4 games. Up to 8 players can return from IR. So if you have 10 guys go on the IR, only 8 of them can come back off the IR. You can't have 10 of them.
Okay.
And players can return from IR twice. So you can go on the IR twice.
Oh wow. All right, that's a big change there.
It's good for teams. You have 6 veteran spots, plus they can go on the IR, and they can go on the IR twice.
Now, what do they mean, David? Enlighten me on that, because I'm not too big. If you know anything, like, what does that mean, like veteran spots? So, what's the benefit of having veteran, like, you know,
a veteran is someone who actually played in the NFL. So, if a practice squad guy has never played on an NFL, has never hit the active roster,
played an NFL game, yeah.
It might be on the 53. It could be one of the two, but I would say that it had to be active roster. Then you've earned a game day check. You're a veteran now. Year 2, you're a veteran. But I know practice squad guys, if they never got called up, they could go back on back in the day they were okay to go on the practice squad again. But a veteran, there was a time where veterans couldn't. So now you can have 6. veteran. So a guy that, I think there was a receiver that we had that we called up for one day. I would have to pull up the roster.
Yeah.
But he made the team. He made the roster 1 week, and so now he's probably a veteran, but now he can make he can still make the practice squad as a veteran.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, dang, that's interesting. Yeah, I never knew that. All right, what about that list? Didn't you say we're gonna talk about a list of they had us ranked about offense? Because Knowledge TV saying here he thinks we can be a
Peter
top
King.
5 offense.
You didn't go look it up. So Peter King, formerly SI, whatever, Football in America or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Good Morning America.
That thing.
Or Good Morning Football.
No, he wasn't Good Morning Football, but he was like
No?
Football in America or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Peter King from
Let's
SI.
see.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah, I know you mean. Yeah, I know.
Well, I'll pull it up. But you could have shared it, I think. But
I can put. I can.
2022 NFL Power Rankings. So I got it pulled up here. He ranks. So let's just go down this list, and we can chime in on whether or not the Vikings are better than these guys. Just to forewarn you, he ranked us 19th. Okay, so Buffalo at number 1. LA Chargers at number 2. We'll go through it, and then we'll go back and say, then we'll go reverse it back up the list and see if we're better than them.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick, Dave. Hold on, real quick, Dave. I gotta get out my handy dandy notebook for this one, man, because we gotta talk about this. All right, so who was number 1?
So Buffalo's number 1.
All right.
I think a lot of people will have them as number 1.
All right.
Chargers number 2.
All right.
Number 3, Kansas City.
All right.
Number 4, LA Rams.
All right.
Number 5, the Green Bay Packers are ranked. He has them 5th best team in the league.
That's bullshit.
Tampa Bay number 6.
All right.
Number 7, Cincinnati. Number 8, Baltimore. Number 9, Philadelphia. Number 10, San Fran.
All right.
New Orleans is number 11.
Wow, they just
New Orleans higher than us. We're getting totally dissed on this list. Tennessee 12. Las Vegas 13. Denver number 14.
What in the world?
Dallas 15.
Wow.
16 Miami. 17 New England.
Are you serious right now? I'm running out of paper.
Cleveland. Right, 18 is Cleveland.
All right.
And Minnesota number 19. And they have us one ahead of the Detroit Lions at number 20.
Now, you said this is what is this?
Peter King, who is he's Football Insider, who was, I think he's formerly at SI, but they, all the cuts because of, everybody's getting their shit off the internet.
Right.
So he used to be a big writer for SI, right?
Yeah.
Well, now he does his own thing, got his website. He goes on people. He's contributors all over the place. But he was a big football, and I'm surprised you don't know him too well, but yeah, he did a lot of NBC stuff, I think, too. But yeah, he has us 19th. So let's go back up the list. So we're 19th. Let's count how many teams we think we're better than. God, he has San Diego so high. 18 with Cleveland. I have us better than Cleveland. What do you have?
All right, so 18 Browns, and again, this is offense, right?
No, it could be mixed up. We wouldn't have the same order as this guy, but he has 18 teams better than us.
But again, what I mean, you said I'm sorry because I was writing them down. You're saying like he's ranking. These are offensive. These are like offensive rankings. You said
teams, total
just
teams.
just
These
power
teams are
ranking,
better than us.
like just power ranking. Okay, like kind of
Yeah,
like a
these
power
teams are
ranking.
better than us.
Okay, the Browns. All right, so the Browns. I'm gonna say. I don't know, man. I mean, if I'm gonna try to be, realistic as possible, I think the Browns might be a tad bit better than us, man, with Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna say that. I think they are. How do you
Let's
feel?
assume Deshaun Watson plays plays.
Yeah, if we
You got
assume
them
that,
better than us.
I do. If Deshaun Watson's healthy, I kind of do. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
got us
I kind
better
of do.
than them, even with Deshaun Watson. So let's go on.
Okay. All right.
New England.
Yep. Patriots. We're better than the Patriots. Yeah.
Okay,
I think we're better than the
I
Patriots.
got better than the Patriots. So I have two
All right.
teams. You got one.
Yeah. So actually,
Miami.
You know what?
I have us better than Miami.
I have us better than Miami.
And sure. We have a better quarterback by far.
Oh yeah, I have to agree that. Well, yes,
right.
I agree with that.
Who knows?
Cowboys.
So Dallas Cowboys.
We're better than the Cowboys. I will never say the Cowboys are better than us.
Okay, I think we're better than the Cowboys. I think it's probably close. So, but I think we've done more and are going to be better than the Cowboys. So I have us better than 4.
That's how I feel about the next one being the Broncos. I think I think we're better. I think we're better than the Broncos, but it's really, really close. Being to the addition, let's just assume that Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson is just that good where he's going to elevate them. And believe it or not, man, them guys got some wide receivers on that team, man. They can really make some noise, man. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the Broncos this year.
So are you better or worse?
So I think we're better, but just really slight. It's really close. That would be a close one, but I think they're better. I'm going to say the Broncos. I'm going to say we're better. I'm sorry. I'm going to say we're better all around team.
Okay. I'm gonna say we are too. I think we're gonna be out. They have just more changes they have to worry about other than just positions. They have the coaching changes and they've changed their quarterback.
Right.
We have that's even a worse situation than we have. I think roster wise, I think we're pretty equal.
Yeah.
But I give us the edge because our quarterback has been here longer. So I'm gonna give us edge on that. I think we're definitely better than the Raiders. Yeah. I think we're better than the Raiders.
Raiders, yep, I got you. We're better. Titans.
I think we're better than the Titans.
I think we're better than the Titans.
I think they're gonna drop back.
I think we're better than the Titans
fall back.
too. Saints automatically
we're definitely better than the Saints.
Better than the Saints.
I think so. I got 8.
Yeah. 49ers.
49ers. It's like a home and away thing. It's like we play them there, we're screwed.
I'm gonna say they're a tad bit better than us. Honestly,
I think. Didn't they?
I'm gonna say they're a tad bit.
Who'd they lose? They lost. Debo.
They didn't lose Debo. They didn't lose Debo yet.
They keep him? Are they keeping him?
I mean, he's still on the team as of now. I know they were. And then there was a tweet that came out where he pretty much confirmed. I think it was with Trey Lance, where he pretty much confirmed, like, "Hey, my boy ain't going nowhere." You know what I mean? Like it was a misunderstanding. Okay. He gonna be right.
Okay, I'll give him. I'll give San Francisco the nod. I think we could beat him at home though. On the road, no.
Eagles, we're better than the Eagles.
I think we're better than the Eagles, but I do have us lose week 2.
Do I got us losing week 2? No, I got us winning week 2.
You got us winning. Who do you have us losing to then?
I have us losing to Buffalo. I have us losing to Buffalo for sure. And then I think I have us losing to Miami. Like, yeah, we're better than them as a team, but it just felt like one of those games that we're gonna drop. I had us 10-7. That was my record. I had us 10-7. So that was my record prediction for now. But how we do. We do a bunch of record predictions going in because we still got pieces we're putting together. Let's figure out who's going to be where, and that might change, man. We might be 12-5 by the time we do the last prediction. Hey, we'll see what happens. So, but yeah, Baltimore. I got Baltimore. I'm gonna say Baltimore is better than us. I'm gonna be real. I think Baltimore is better than us, man.
I think
just
the league
coaching and just quarterback definitely. I feel like it's better.
Although I have mad respect for Baltimore, I think the league has figured out Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
and
you could
I
be
don't think
right
he's
about that.
happy. And I don't think he's happy. And I think we're better than the Baltimore Ravens.
We're doing the Peter King thing now, Kyle. That's what we're doing right
So
now.
we're doing
this little thing where he has us ranked 19th. He has us ranked.
That's what we're doing.
He thinks 18 teams are better than us, and we're going through it right now. We're on number 7 now. So Bengals. I mean, I think we're better than the Bengals. Honestly,
yeah,
I'm gonna be real.
I think we are.
They went to the Super Bowl, but we're better than them.
They came out of nowhere, honestly. They got on a hot run. There's going to be a letdown. I think we have better players.
Yeah, for
overall.
sure. We're better.
I think we have a better offense all around.
Bucks.
So that's 11. I got.
Yeah, you got 11.
Bucks. We'll give Tampa Bay their thing. But they have a new coach. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Brady's.
I'm gonna say the Bucks. Brady is gonna be the Bucks offensive coordinator, and that's a guaranteed fact. Todd Bowles as a defensive coach, he's gonna give the keys to Brady and say, "Here, this is your offense. Get us to the Super Bowl again."
So I would give Bucks the edge on that.
Me too. Packers.
We're better than the Packers. So that's 12 teams. Fact.
Rams, I'm gonna give the Rams the edge. Only they won the Super Bowl.
I'll give them respect. I don't think if you go back and look at their roster in the Super Bowl, they were hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, but you know what?
But they have elite
all around coaching and stuff like that. Even though we took a couple, we'll see how it happens on that.
We've taken their quarterback coach and we've taken their offensive coordinator away from them. Plus, they got pillaged in other spots too from other teams.
But Sean McVay is a hell of a head coach.
It's going to be rough to repeat. They're going to have some struggles. But,
he's a hell of a head coach.
I'll give them the edge. I will give them the edge. They're the Super Bowl champs. Yeah. I'll give Kansas City the edge.
Me too.
Although they lost their best receiver, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. I don't care. Patrick Mahomes.
And
when you got somebody like Patrick Mahomes, it don't matter to me. That's what then when you get a generational talent like Patrick Mahomes, man, it changes everything.
His dad was a twin pitcher for the Minnesota Twins.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, go look up he's 2 years old and his dad is playing with him.
He does. Kyle, you're absolutely right, Kyle. He spends half of his time shitting on the Vikings. That's one thing I know about Peter King for sure.
Oh God, he's one of the biggest haters.
He hates us. He's the biggest Vikings hater on media, like for real. He's just a fucking clown. He's a clown.
And he's got LA Chargers as the number 2 best team in the league.
He must be a Chargers fan. He has to be a Chargers fan. I think we're better than the Chargers. I think we're better than the
playoffs, and we beat them.
We're better.
And they had the LA Chargers.
Don't get me wrong. Justin Herbert is a beast, man, but quit hyping him up so much.
He didn't play good against us, though. I had a friend tell me
he ain't win nothing yet.
I had a friend ask me, like, what do you think of Aber? I'm like, he played against us. He didn't play well. I mean, he wasn't. I don't even think he had a touchdown pass. If he did, it was 1. And then Buffalo was number 1. So what?
Yeah, I got Buffalo a little better.
So I am going to say that we are better than the Chargers, and I have no idea why Peter King has them number 2.
Oh yeah, we're better than the Chargers.
They didn't make the playoffs, and I think we've improved so much, and we also beat them last year that we're better than them.
And I think Buffalo's better than us though.
So I have us as the 7th best team in the league. What do you have?
10, 11. So I have us at number 11.
Okay, so I have us number 7 or 8. I'm at 12. I have
which 11,
11,
12, 12-ish. That's where I always figured we would be at, and that's being fair with the squad, man. At the end of the day, we got new coach.
I have us at 8. I have us. And just to tell you who was behind us, 20 was Detroit, and this Peter King. 21 was Indianapolis, and they have a better team than that, I think.
Yeah.
Arizona all the way down to 22.
I'm telling you. There's probably a couple teams. Yeah, a couple teams you're about to name that I would move up there. You know, up in the
23
ranks.
Pittsburgh. That's actually more than fair. New York Giants 24, 25 Seattle. He really lowballed Washington. They made the play. Oh, they didn't make the playoffs, or did they?
No,
I can't tell if this is.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they made the playoffs.
Yeah, they made the playoffs. They lost to the Bucks. The Bucks smashed.
So he has them going 7-10. And Washington, New York Jets, Chicago 28, 29 Jacksonville, 30 Atlanta, 31 Carolina, 32 Houston. So his last 5 are probably right on. 6. Yeah. Then he has Washington 26. Yeah, he had some teams that he didn't like, and we're probably one of them. And it's all.
Oh yeah, he hates us.
Yeah, I have us 8th. You have us 11th.
11th. Yeah.
I have us being better than a couple of what do I have? I have the Chargers.
Yeah.
I didn't say we're better than San Fran, but I wanted to, and I have us better than Philly. And Tennessee is probably a surprise to people. Or in Denver. Did I say Denver? No, that's the team I said we weren't better than. I gave them the edge.
Yeah, you gave them the edge. Yeah, you gave them the edge. I said we were better than Denver.
No, I said we were better than Denver too. Yeah, so
I said we're better than Denver.
I also said that we're better.
Only teams I think are a little better than us are the Browns, the 49ers, Baltimore Ravens, Bucks, Rams, Kansas City, and Buffalo. Like, and that's it, and honestly, there's probably if he would have did his rankings right, there would probably been a couple more teams down that you named that I would have gave the edge to, give or take. We were,
Yeah, Indy and Washington.
Yeah, Indiana. Even Arizona when they're hot, man.
Indiana or Indianapolis, Washington, and Arizona are probably the 3.
Nah, Washington ain't better than us though. I don't care. Washington definitely ain't better than us.
No, I think we're better than all 3 of those teams.
Yeah. Well, man, hey, look, we're going to end the show on that note tonight, man. It was a pleasure. We actually only planned to stay on for an hour, but guess what we did, man? We rocked it out for an hour and a half with y'all, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Dave's channel, man. Minnesota
I'm at 102.
102 now, man. We appreciate all the love and support getting them there. And, hey, subscribe to my channel if y'all haven't already. I'm sure all my supporters that watch, y'all already did that, and I appreciate you for that. But yeah, just keep a lookout for the channel. You'll see I always schedule the lives. So just keep poking your head in on the channel, man, and you'll see when we gonna go live, man. I try to remind everybody just so y'all can make sure y'all tapped in, man, and enjoy the night with us when we do this, man. We love y'all for showing support, man. Purple gang, man. Y'all know how I go. Let's Skol. Y'all have a good night.